Hello everyone. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Christian and I am a stop motion animator, and I've been in the game for quite some time now. For me, the journey started when I was about 14 years old. I made a short little Lego zombie video, and now 15 years later, that Lego zombie video has expanded into an entire cinematic universe. How did that happen? Well, in retrospect, I've decided to call the guiding principle that brought me to this point the architect's gambit. To put it in simple terms, the architect's gambit is committing to building a dream, not knowing how it's going to play out or how it's going to end, or even if it will end. You just stick to it. But here's the thing about gambits, or a gamble. It doesn't feel profound when you're in it, at least not in the beginning. It feels risky, it feels messy, there's a lot of uncertainty. You wonder if you're wasting your time, if you're going down the wrong path. There are many elements to it that are tricky and uncertain. Now, stop motion has always been a hobby of mine, but for many years, it was just kept in the margins. It was a loosely correlated part of my identity. It was a thing that I had fun doing on the side. And what I learned over time, and what I want to express to you, is that yes, you can have fun with hobbies, you can make some cool stuff, but to embark on really meaningful creative journeys, to build something that really matters to you, it has to go in the center. You have to put it in the center. We live in a very pragmatic, career-oriented world, and maybe you're, depending on where you're from, the culture may be more insistent on that. But think about the things that lit you up as a kid, the things that you could do for hours on end, or that you can do for hours on end, stuff that really puts you in the zone. That is where you're going to find a seed or some kind of pattern that will inform you to your vocation. For me, I kept this stop motion passion of mine, the storytelling passion, in the hobby box, even through college. Even when I started making money off of it, I still, in my mind, thought, this is a hobby. I can't really go anywhere with this. It'll always be limited in some way. Eventually, I did feel like I came to a significant crossroads in my life, a point where I either had to choose whether stop motion and storytelling was going to be a hobby or a vocation, whether storytelling was going to be something I, could do, or something that I couldn't not do. And you might have come to that crossroads already. And whatever you picked, that's okay. Because the thing that no one tells you about this is that you don't come to that crossroads just once. You come to it again and again and again. Every day, you're faced with decisions of, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do with your life? The crossroads follows you, and with every day and with every decision, you're choosing. Now, I chose and I choose storytelling to be my vocation, what I'm here to do. Now, the tricky thing, of course, is paying the bills. That's a reality that we do have to face. And I could take the woo-woo route here and tell you that, you can ask for the universe what you want and it will come to you if you're sincere and all that stuff. I think there's something there. But until you achieve that level of mystic power, here are 3 real-world solutions to that question. 1, work in your field. I didn't study filmmaking in school because there's a voice in my head that said that's not a real job. That's a job for someone else. You're not qualified, you're a poser. You got to ask yourself, whatever it is you want to do, if you want to do art, if you want to do filmmaking, if you want to do writing, why not you? Why should somebody else do that job? Because somebody's going to do that. Somebody's going to make a living doing the thing that you want so badly to do. Why shouldn't it be you? Really think about that, because maybe it should be you. 2, get a job that lets you live a double life. I've been a substitute teacher for a long time now. Substitute teaching pays the bills. Depending on where you're from, it can make a little more money, but there are some jobs out there that allow you to work on something on the side while you're at the job, while you're on the clock. So, when I'm in the classroom, the students are taking care of themselves, working on homework. I can write, I can edit. Substitute teaching is great for that, especially at the high school level, I would say. And it's worth looking around for jobs like that. Time is the real investment. I don't make a ton of money at my job, but I'd make enough and I make a little extra. And I pour the extra back into my projects, and in my view, it's paid dividends. So I highly recommend looking for jobs that let you live a double life. Now, the third solution is a little extreme, not for everyone, but it's really the burn the boats solution. Put your back against the cliff and quit your day job and pour yourself into what you want to do. Basically, get rid of plan B and make your passion plan A, and that's it. You can be really reckless with this. I highly advise caution. This is not financial advice, none of that. But, sometimes some people pull it off where you go all in on something. And, sometimes that involves taking a loan. It often involves a lot of planning. This is not something you should do recklessly, but it is a path that people have taken. And I think you'd be surprised at what you can accomplish when you need to. And when you're in hot water like that, you may grow and develop far more than those of us who are playing it safe. So, food for thought. So back to the architect's gambit. What is it? So you are the architect, and you have a vision, a beautiful, incredible structure that is going to be your life. Now, this vision is full of the things that you'll create, the opportunities you'll seize, and the beautiful things that you'll experience in your life. But the problem is that a blueprint doesn't work for that. It can help, but life is organic. Life unfolds organically. It doesn't stick to any blueprint. So what do? You start with a single brick. You build something. You fail. You learn. You add another brick. You keep working, you keep failing, and you keep learning. Now, as this vision comes into being, parts of it are going to crumble. Some of it's going to fall apart. You're not going to win every time. You're going to fail most of the time, actually. Not every gamble pays off. Some of it's going to suck. Some of it is going to make you feel dumb or cringe or whatever it might be. But if you stick with the gambit, you win every single time. Because you're not actually the gambler. You're the house. You win every time. And this is because your creations and your knowledge and your experience will grow again and again, slowly at first and then exponentially over time. And that's not losing. That's winning. And this process, I'm telling you, it's going to take you places that no one could have imagined, not even you. For 15 years, I've stuck with the bizarre niche of Lego zombie stop-motion animation. And in 2023, this led me to premiere my film in a historic theater to an audience of hundreds, and to land my feature film on Prime Video, where it's been for a year and a half now. It also led to the creation of a comic book and to the fundraising of over $10,000 for a sequel film. Yes, there are risks, but there are always risks. There's always risks in anything meaningful. Going backpacking, falling in love, quitting your job. There's always risks, but all it takes to become a risk-absorbing machine is the right mindset. As a friend of mine once said, there is no losing, there's just winning and learning. Now, if I'm speaking your language, it would mean a lot to me if you liked, subscribed, and left a comment below. I'm currently in my own architect's gambit, so I know the struggle and the joy well. Now, if you do want to support me and get really cool stuff at a discount, here's how in 20 seconds. If you want custom miniature accessories of insane quality, just use my link in the description to visit the Etsy store Just My Game, and use code TWISTEDBRICKS for a 10% discount, or just use the link. And if you're a video creator, check out my link for Video Loadout for 20% off their incredible sound effects and assets library. I'm very proud of both of these sponsors, and I vouch for their quality wholeheartedly. Oh, and watch my movie. It's free here on YouTube, but you can always watch it on Prime or on Patreon. There's a whole lot more on my Patreon page. Lots of behind the scenes, lots of bonus content. So, if you want to check it out, link is in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and if you're still building, if you're still dreaming, still taking risks, keep at it. You never know what world it is you might be building.
Gotcha.